Please come in.
Good morning.
Good morning. May I have your name? Where do you live?
I live in Saitama Prefecture. It took me about an hour and a half to come here.
Okay. それではこれから通訳の問題を始めます。日本語で文章を読みますから英語に通訳してください。その際メモを取っても構いません。聞き終わったらすぐに通訳を始めてください。そして全体を1分くらいでまとめてください。日本文は一度しか言いませんのでしっかり聞いてください。日本の祭りはもともとは豊作の祈願や感謝など農業や人々の生活と深い関係がありましたが、現在はその多くが観光客を呼び寄せ地域おこしを目的として行われています。
Japanese festivals originally had a close relation with agriculture and people's life, to hope for agricultural fertility and to thank for a good harvest. But now they are held to attract tourists and revitalize an area.
はい。それでは次にプレゼンテーションの問題に移ります。3枚のカードをお渡ししますので、その中から1つのテーマを選んで2分間のプレゼンテーションをしてください。選んだテーマを英語で言ってからプレゼンテーションを始めてください。1分経ったらこちらから合図をします。準備時間は30秒です。その際、メモを取っても構いません。30秒経ったので始めてください。
My choice is this one. I will talk about Meiji Restoration. It is narrowly defined to 1867 coup d'etat, which overthrew the Tokugawa shogunate, started by Tokugawa Ieyasu in 1603. But it more broadly marked the beginning of Japan's modernization and internationalization. After the opening of the country to the West in 1854, Japan realized its need to establish a modern state in order to cope with powerful Western countries. As a result of strong demand from imperial loyalists of lower samurai class, the last shogun Tokugawa Yoshinobu stepped down in 1867, and the Emperor Meiji came to the throne. Thus, the Meiji Restoration took place, which include a series of drastic political, economic, and cultural changes. Seeking to enrich the nation and strengthen the military, the Meiji new government promoted industrialization and modernization. During this time, many state-owned factories were built, and the Tomioka Silk Mill was among them. It was designated as World Cultural Heritage in 2013, and the committee recommending World Heritage sites are now trying to get state-owned factories and ship decks in Yamaguchi Prefecture and Kyushu area as collectively as another World Cultural Heritage. It is hoped that more and more foreign tourists visit those places and learn what Japanese people thought at the end of Edo period and the beginning of Meiji era, which marked the beginning of the modern Japan. That's all.
Okay. Well, you mentioned the Tomioka Silk Mill. Are there any other places to learn about modernization of Japan around here?
Well, there are many buildings built in Western architecture style. To give you but one example, the building of Tokyo Station is the Renaissance-style red brick building.
I see. You mentioned the Western style architecture. Well, how about other aspects of modernization of Japan?
Among the most famous Japanese cuisine, shabu-shabu and sukiyaki are influenced by Western culture. Before the Meiji Restoration, Japanese people didn't eat meat or beef at all.
I see. Then, will you explain sukiyaki?
Sukiyaki is a dish of thinly sliced beef, tofu, onions, and shiitake mushrooms cooked in a pan at the table. Sugar, soy sauce, and sake are added for flavor.
Well, are you a history lover?
Well, I take classes on world history, not the Japanese history though. Yes, I am.
By the way, which era in Japan history do you like best?
I like Heian era the best. This was a time when Kyoto was the capital of Japan and also the center of Japanese culture. There are as many as 70 shrines and temples designated as World Cultural Heritage there.
Okay, that's very good.